All right, let's talk about something that's a huge challenge for, well, pretty much any business, making sure your team's pay actually reflects how well they're performing. I mean, how do you build that bridge so it's fair, it's transparent, and it doesn't create a mountain of paperwork? Well, today we're going to dive right into that.
So I want you to think about your own company for a second. Be honest. When review season is over, is there a straight, clear line from that performance review to someone's bonus or raise? Or does it feel kind of disconnected? Like two separate conversations that aren't really based on the same facts.
A lot of the time, the problem starts with this classic setup. You've got HR over here, meticulously handling performance reviews. Then, way over on the other side, you've got finance, crunching the numbers for payroll. It's like they're on two different planets. And when those two worlds don't communicate, that crucial link between an employee's hard work and their paycheck just vanishes. And what happens then? Well, it's a bit of a nightmare. You get data all over the place, people spending hours and hours trying to manually connect the dots. And worst of all, pay decisions start to feel really subjective. And for employees, that's a real morale killer. They start to think the system is rigged or just plain unfair. And that's when you see motivation and trust just tank.
So how do we actually fix this mess? It all comes down to building a solid foundation. We need a performance management system that is consistent, transparent, and totally objective. This is the bedrock of fair pay. Let's dig in.
Okay, step one is all about clarity. You've got to define what good actually looks like at your company. This isn't fuzzy stuff. We're talking about a clear competency framework. What are the skills, the behaviors, the values, like teamwork or quality of work, that really matter? Everyone needs to be playing by the same rulebook.
Now that we know what we're measuring, we need to agree on how we're going to measure it. And this is the magic trick, really. This is how you take it from, I feel like they're doing a good job, to something concrete. A simple, standardized scale, like a 1 to 5 rating, gives every manager the same language. No more guesswork.
And here's where it all comes together beautifully. You take those competencies, you take that rating scale, and you put them into one simple digital review form. Everything's in one place. Managers can go in, rate their team members, leave specific comments, and boom, you have a clear, documented record of that person's performance.
And this is so much more than just a report card. See, when you do it this way, you're tying what an individual does every single day directly to the big picture goals of the company. It's not just about a review, it's about creating super clear, data-driven reasons for promotions and rewards.
Okay, so we've got the fair evaluation part nailed down. That's half the battle. Now for the other side of the coin, let's talk about automating payroll and turning that monthly chaos into pure clarity.
Ah yes, the dreaded pending screen. If you've ever worked in HR or finance, you know this sight. It's the calm before the storm. In a manual world, this list is your cue to break out the giant spreadsheets, the calculators, and the aspirin. This is where the headache begins.
But what if you could just skip all that manual work? That's exactly what an automated payroll system does. It's smart. It reaches into all the other parts of your system and just pulls the data it needs, attendance, overtime, leave, all of it, and does the complex math for you. No human intervention needed. And just like that, one click. That's it. The entire payroll run is done. All those pending statuses flip to calculated. You see the gross pay, the deductions, the final net pay, all perfectly laid out. Think about the dozens of hours this saves. And human error, pretty much gone. And let's not forget what the employee sees. All that complicated number crunching on the back end turns into this, a payslip that is clean, simple, and totally transparent. They can see exactly how their pay was calculated. You can't put a price on the trust that builds. Okay, this is the moment we've been building up to. We have our objective performance data. We have our super efficient automated payroll engine. Now let's build the bridge that finally connects performance directly to pay. So remember, that structured review process doesn't just produce a filled-out form. It produces hard data. The system pulls all of those scores into one central dashboard. Suddenly, you can see everything at a glance. Individual scores, team averages, even the average score for the entire company. Now this right here, this is the secret sauce. This is the magic link. It's a payroll rules engine. What it does is it looks at that performance data we just talked about and triggers actions automatically. You can literally write a rule that says, if this thing happens in a performance review, then do this other thing in payroll. Let's make this super simple. It's just a basic if-then statement. Step 1, you set the if. For example, if an employee's final performance score is higher than a 4. Step 2, you set the then. Then, automatically add a $500 bonus to their next paycheck. That's it. The connection is made. It's direct, it's automatic, and everyone can see exactly why it happened.
So let's step back for a second. We've seen the how, but what about the why? What is the real-world business impact of doing all this? Why does this matter so much?
The benefits are just massive. First off, employee trust and satisfaction through the roof because the process is fair and they understand it. Your finance teams get dozens of hours back every month. Human error basically becomes a thing of the past. Your leaders can finally make strategic decisions based on actual data. And the best part? Rewards are given out based on criteria that are fair, consistent, and transparent for everyone.
You know, when you boil it all down, it's about this. Automating all this grunt work frees up your managers, your HR pros, your leaders. It lets them get out from under the mountain of paperwork and stop managing tasks so they can start doing what they were hired to do: lead and develop your people.
So, we'll leave you with one last question to chew on. Really think about your own setup. Is your HR system actually working for you, empowering your people and pushing your business forward? Or are you and your team just working for it, stuck maintaining a system of endless, disconnected tasks? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us.